Happy Friday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. You know what I realized? I realized that I thank God more for Mondays than I do Fridays. It's probably because of my overly indulgent behaviors on the weekends that I oftentimes semi-regret. But I'm like, it's Friday, okay, yeah. Got an exciting weekend coming up. I was thinking it's for those of you wondering, it is, oh yes, I'm still fat. If you're wondering that, I'm still fat. Mr. Scale told me 212 today. I'm fighting it. I'm out here fighting it. You see me out here every day. Making the steps. And speaking every day, I worked every day this week, I think I worked every day this week, didn't miss any hours. I gotta go back and check. I can barely remember. I think I worked every day this week, which is a good thing. I need to start putting some of those together because I feel good. Maybe one of the reasons I feel good is I've been taking the Claritin every day. Well, knock off CVS brand Claritin. Loratadine or something like that. Because my nose, it's running now, you see. And I was getting these headaches. I get these like nasal, I call them sinus headaches or whatever. I don't know what they are for sure. Could be rhinitis. I don't know. But I just know I've been logging it and tracking it for a few years now. And it's definitely gotten better. First I thought it was allergies. And the allergies seem to have stopped when I stopped smoking. So the allergy seems okay, but now I see I get these sinus, like a sinus pressure in my nose, a little bit of drainage, not that much, nothing on the back of my throat, no nasal drip or nothing. But they just start pounding and I get a headache. And I've been popping 2 Tylenol and a Claritin. But by the time you take the Claritin, it's too late because Claritin is a 24-hour thing. So you gotta like take it. And I was like, oh, I Googled, you're supposed to take this every day. You're supposed to be taking it, you can take these every day. Like during the season, like when it rains is when I get mine. But anyway, I was thinking, yeah, I really, really thank God for Monday. After 2 days off and being, lazy and tired and just doing what the things that I really want to do and just not be bothered. The other thing I thought about is I was like, I felt something on the back of my throat. I thought I was getting sick. And I got a big weekend coming up. I'm like, well, I can't be getting sick. And I thought, well, how did I get sick? And I stopped and thought about it. I don't be around people. Don't you gotta like catch a virus or something to get sick? I think you just don't get sick because you get cold and hot. Like they say, you outside and it's cold and you're gonna get sick because you got the cold. I'm gonna Google that. Is that a myth or is that something, whatever? But I'm like, point was, I don't be around people. I probably went a couple weeks before I was even like in the presence of somebody, the physical presence of somebody, and I didn't even notice. Maybe going to the store, maybe going to Ralph's, chatting it up a little bit, with the people in the store, the clerk maybe. When I'm out here on my walk wearing my Steelers stuff, every now and then there's banter, like that. But none of that, sit down, talk to somebody, hang out with somebody for like maybe a couple weeks, and I didn't even notice. To me, it seems like, I'm always in contact or communicating or, exchanging. I don't feel deprived of human contact. Between chatting with the Dane and family and just, people online and Facebook friends and all that, I can go virtual. It seems I get enough virtually. Every now and then I talk to Oli on the phone. Very rarely, because I don't be on the phone. In fact, he might be the only person I talk to on the phone. And that's, every now and then I get the urge. Or he'll call and we'll talk for a while. But I'm cool. I think my nose is running a little bit. I take Claritin in the mornings. I take Claritin with my breakfast. I'm cool. And I was like, wow, you don't be hanging around people that much. You don't even notice that you don't. And I guess the other thing I was gonna say is, It is wonderful being Jeffrey. It is so wonderful being me. And I don't want to say that like, haha, me, you're not you. I really want to say it like, I really love and enjoy the person I've become, the person I've built, or as I said, the person we built, the person that every atom that I've come in contact with has contributed to create. Living in this life that is me. It's like the best thing in the world. It really is. And it's not to take away from what anybody else is doing or to compare it. At this point, I'm not being that person. I'm not being that, braggadocious person. I'm sincerely grateful that I can do the things that I can do. This is all I've ever wanted. Because look, this weekend coming up, I'm going to a Steeler playoff game in Buffalo, where it's going to be record-breaking temperatures and Mason Rudolph magic, and going to be there 4th row in the stadium when they come out and play. Mason and his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ going to lead us, and I'm right behind them both. I'm right behind them both. No matter how big an atheist I am, I had to throw that part in there. And then after that, I'm gonna go see my granddaughter for a few days. I was gonna stay a couple weeks, but then as soon as I booked the flight going to Buffalo and all that, pops up George Clinton getting his star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm like, oh God. And for a while I entertained, I'll just miss it. I'll watch the live stream or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Then I said, wait a minute. Let me just take a look. Because I got the travel shortcut, Google travel shortcut right there on my desktop, on my phone, my home screen on my phone. So, I'm always in there looking to see what's up, if it's possible, just to see if I can do it. Hey, I wonder is it possible, what's it like? And I put together some flights, reasonably priced. But what got me was to fly back. The flight flying back was $106. Because I was gonna fly, I was gonna wake up Thursday in Cleveland, in Youngstown, drive to Cleveland, fly to LA, and then work Thursday, try to work Thursday. Because I'm gonna have to take Wednesday off. I'm gonna have to take Wednesday off. Because it's an in-office meeting, it's an in-office day, and I won't be there. So I gotta use PTO. I'm trying to save my PTO. So I might be able to get back, work Thursday, get off work, get some rest, wake up, go to the George Clinton. Oh, did I say he was getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Did I actually say that? Yeah, Mr. Clinton getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I was like, I'm cool, I'll be in Ohio. I said, wait a minute, no. Then I really started thinking about it. And I was like, no. And in the day, I ended up scrolling through a post Steve Harvey was talking about. First thing he said was, man, I wish I was in LA. That's what he said. He started talking about Mr. Clinton. Oh, Carl Arnold posted it. Mrs. Clinton posted that. And Steve Harvey was talking about he wished he could be in LA for that. And I had already made arrangements to come back. And as I stated, possibly fly back here, do that thing, then fly back to Ohio that night, just to do it, just so I can post it on Facebook that I did it, and work, and work some hours anyway, some PTO and work after the Hall of Fame thing. Walk of Fame, Hollywood Walk of Fame thing. Get home, log in, work some, and then make it back to the airport. Fly back to Ohio, get there Saturday morning, because my daughter's off Saturday and Sunday. So, you know, or she talking about going to the Cavs game on the 29th. And depending on what Pittsburgh do in Buffalo, you know, everything can be moved around. Depending on what Pittsburgh do in Buffalo, you know, things could be, plans could change. Plans could change. You know, I don't want to anticipate anything. I'm just saying, plans could change. So that's gonna be cool. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm scared to death of the cold. It's supposed to be record temperatures, as they say every time. One time it got so cold, and it was like 8 feet of snow, that they moved the game. So, you know, all that rumors came up. And, you know, people are gonna be hyping it, talking it, you know, trying to get clicks, saying crazy stuff. So a rumor went around that the game might be moved to Cleveland, which I thought was very interesting. But now I got all this Buffalo stuff in place, even though Cleveland is closer, you know, I was like, I probably could make that work. If you were to move the game to Cleveland, I probably could make that work, sir. But, you know how that goes. So we're gonna go to Buffalo, and when I think about that, I'm gonna be like 30 minutes from Niagara Falls. And I should at least drive by and get the selfie. Even though it'll be at night, but I might be able to go after the game. Because my flight from Buffalo to Cleveland, or Buffalo to Pittsburgh, is at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, and that flight is probably gonna be a zoo for all the Steelers fans on there. Woo! I just thought about that. 5 o'clock in the morning flight back to Pittsburgh, Buffalo. Airport is gonna be a black and gold sanctuary, I'm sure. Win or lose, we're gonna be there together in it. So it is good being me. This is what I foresaw myself becoming, or I didn't foresee it, anticipated or wanted or desired myself to be. High school study hall, Cardinal Mooney, sitting in the auditorium, wasn't allowed to talk, you had to be quiet, couldn't sleep. So, you know, I'd get work done, but mostly it was a lot of daydreaming, anticipating, you know, this and that. That's what I wanted to be. This is it. So we'll see how it goes. See what life brings us, and I'm scared and excited at the same time about the weather. I mean, because let's face it, I get cold in 40-degree weather. I was cold this morning when I got out of bed in my own house. I'm like, ooh, you know, my body, I get chills fast. But I layer it up. I'm out here now. It's 40 degrees, which is nothing like it's gonna be there. But I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared. I'll be wearing long johns, a pair of jeans, and then my sauna suit over that, 2 pairs of thermal socks, foot warmers. They got these chemical foot warmers that I wear, and I'll put my galoshes on over. I'm gonna wear my tennis shoes, but I wear my galoshes over there to keep them insulated, keep air out. I got leg gaiters, boot gaiters, that's gonna cover up my pants legs and my sauna suit to my shoes so the air can't blow into there. I might wear 2 sauna suits. I might wear 2 sauna suits. And then a shirt, I'm gonna wear a long sleeve t-shirt. Then I'm gonna wear a thermal t-shirt over that. And then I'm gonna wear a coat, a fleece polyester coat over that. And then over that, I'm gonna put maybe 2 sauna suits. Put 1 sauna suit that doesn't have a hood and a sauna suit that does, the one I'm wearing now, under this. And then on top of that, I'm gonna wear my Steeler hoodie, because I want to show the colors. I got a Steeler scarf. I got a head mask, face mask that I'm gonna wear. A hat, of course. Have my hood up. And I'm taking my Steeler rain poncho thingy. You know, I'm gonna take it with me and carry it. And if like it gets like starting to get real cold, I'll save it and throw that on. Cause I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready. They warn you, you know. So that's part of the excitement too. Going through it and just to be there. To be there behind the bench for my football team, you know, kick off. We're going through it together. You know, to be there when it's 0-0, we got just a good chance. It's like you come out and that feeling, when anything good happens, just the anticipation, the excitement, not even anticipation, what's the word when you just get excited about, you know, the moment, thinking the possibilities. And, you know, say we come out, Mason look good, we go down the field and score a touchdown, and say the defense comes up and get a 3 and out, and we go down and get another touchdown or something like that. To be in the stadium with that, you know, you'll hear me screaming, don't take your foot off the gas. You'll hear me screaming. You'll hear me. You hear me, because I'll be right behind Tomlin's ass. Don't take your foot off the gas. Do not go conservative. Stay on their ass. Because Pittsburgh has a tendency to shut it down when they think, you know, they got the game in hand. Like, Tom, don't live in your fears. Don't live in your fears. Let Rudolph get at it. Let Pickens do something to him. You know, and then say like we're at the game and say maybe it doesn't go our way. You know, you're in there fighting, you see your possibilities. Oh, if we hold them here and we score, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There's always hope. There's always hope to the very end. Now, of course, if you're getting beat 21-3, and the wind chill is -19, you know, because I got to tell myself too, you know, I like getting there 2 hours before kickoff when the doors open, but I'm thinking, hey, it might be kind of cold to do that. It might be kind of too cold to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead. I think parking on the stadium grounds is $40. When I went to the last Cleveland game, I parked like a mile away, you know, to get out of the traffic and just to get my steps in, because it wasn't that cold. And what was that in LA? That might have been a SoFi. Yeah, I think that was a SoFi. I parked like a mile away at one of these, because the stadium actually sends you to Spot Hero, to the parking lot app. Stadium actually sent you, said, use that. I said, okay. There's, you know, folks in there. But side note, Vegas Stadium was the easiest to get in and out of. Las Vegas Stadium was the easiest to get in and get out of. Because we walked from I walked from the stadium to Luxor Hotel, and Pittsburgh is playing Vegas again in Las Vegas. 2 years in a row, go figure. I'll be there. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to do what I'm doing in this sauna suit and sweaters and t-shirts and stuff, sweating. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I like, you know, sweating it out for whatever reason, so I get that low body weight in the morning. But so we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to Pittsburgh Steelers, seeing granddaughter, daughter, my grandson, my son, and the few people I do see when I get back there. Because I don't have a car. I don't even keep a car anymore when I go back there. I just rent a car. Cost me like 50 bucks, maybe 100, 50, maybe 100 or something, to drive from the airport and drop it off in Youngstown. And sometimes I get to keep it extra day because I come in on Saturday and the rental-car place is closed on Sunday. So I have a car all day Sunday just in case I need it. And I don't mind paying for it and take it back Monday. Because to me, it's worth that amount of money to have a car at my disposal to drive in at my own pace, at my own time, in my own solitude into town. I don't want anybody picking me up. I don't have to worry about coordinate. Where you at? Or get in the car, having to talk to anybody. But even though I haven't done it in a while, maybe I should try it. It might be fun. I had my daughter pick me up one time just to see how that go. But she got to see if she do that, she got to drive all the way up there and drive all the way back, which ain't really nothing, but it's more economical for her to drive all the way up there, drive all the way back. Think about inconvenience-wise or convenience-wise, for her and granddaughter, and gas money and time and all that. Or it's easy just for me to get out the airport at my own pace, fly to the rental car place, get a car, and boom, I'm there. And drop it off, pay that expense to do that. Versus what? Because I got to pay for gas anyway. So gas got to be paid for anyway if she picked me up or not. But it'd be gas one way versus gas two ways. But anyway, we're going too far. I'm sweating, feels good. Got my Steeler hat, sweating, overdressed. I don't care. Don't know what I look like. Looking all crazy Steeler. Put my lanyard on the outside so people can see it. Getting ready to get at it, people. Getting ready to get at it. Getting ready to get at it. And hopefully, at the game, I'm thinking, what if I start sweating under all my stuff and it freezes? Hopefully I got, hopefully that's why I put the coat over the top of it. Put the coat over, the fleecy coat. I guess fleece polyester, I don't know. And then put my sauna suit over that. It's gonna be some dressing before I leave. What I'm gonna have to do is start getting dressed in the room and then walk to the door right before I go get in the car and get dressed at the door where it's a lot cooler. I don't want to get dressed in the room because I know I'm gonna have the heat on in the room. Or what I might do is turn the heat off in the room. Then remember to turn it back on, hopefully, or something like that. Because once you leave the room, the temperature drop. Then once you get by them doors to go outside, temperature drop. And obviously, I might go out there, start the car, let it warm up, go back in the hotel, do it that way. So, got to plan all that. Now, also planning on when I get there, getting from the airport to the hotel, I'm gonna leave some clothes on the top of my luggage. Put on some long johns, maybe my sauna pants, extra pair of socks maybe, or I might just wear 2 socks all the way out. I don't know. Might even throw on my galoshes. We'll see. Nah, I ain't gonna throw on the galoshes. I'm gonna say that for a long time. I don't want to use all my cold gear. I want to save some for some reason. I I don't want to like do a test run. I want to wait, and that's probably not the way to do it, but that's the way I want to, you know, get dressed, get to the game early. You know, rather get to the game early and just sit in the parking lot in the car like I did in Kansas City. And go in the stadium because it's so cold. And as long as I get there early, get parked, get a spot. When I went to Kansas City, it was colder. And I got there early and had a lot of room, a lot of space early. But there were still people out there. You know, and they out there talking. They see you wearing the colors, they start talking. You know. So I think we won that game too. We beat Kansas City that year. 2017, I think it was. I was there. So, you know. Anyhow, my name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Swinging on y'all 2 times. For me, for the Funk, and for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for every atom and every elementary particle that has ever existed in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. Totality of it all, the theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery.